Hello there and welcome to a game for the channel called StarRupture. It's not exactly a new game. We have been playing it on the dedicated server with DDG for a little bit, but today we're going to be starting a fresh save all by lonesome. Going to be a solo playthrough. I can't wait to get into it. But yeah, this was a pretty good factory game so far. It's not as good as Satisfactory, I would say, as far as the base building and stuff like that goes, but it's still pretty decent. So yeah. I really did enjoy this game so far, so I wanted to kind of get into it on my own and see how much progress we can make. We're going to be starting with the tutorial as well, so you guys can see it and read the whole story and everything. So without further waste of your time, let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's go.
What the?
Please don't move. I want to run a holistic scan. Commencing holistic scan. Life vitals normal. Prisoner S8466. Welcome to the Argos program. Your adventure with the Playwood Corporation begins right now.
Let's do it.
Hello, I am Gal, your Galactic Assistance Liaison. The Claywood Corporation would like to apologize for any inconvenience you may have experienced. You can now exit the lander and begin your introductory training.
S8466, reporting for duty.
Yes, we are the soldier, of course. I do like the soldier's voice. The soldier's voice is pretty good. But yeah, here we are. We do have the supporter pack, so we should be, in a second, we should be getting an inventory full of extra stuff, which is going to be nice. But yeah, since we're playing in the single player, we're going to get the most amount of the actual story out of this, so should be good. Hopefully we don't run into some people's issue with the audio and stuff like that. We'll see what happens. But welcome, dear convicts. Welcome to the first team of the new Argos project. Claywood Corporation is honored to welcome you to the surface of Arcadia 7, located in the Rapture system in the URV-X galaxy. Your presence as the first team, after more than half a century of stagnation, marks a new chapter in the history of humanity and the future of our company. Your mission is to extract, process, automate, and ship the resources required on Earth. I think that means to Earth, but whatever. At the same time, we encourage you to explore and document this uncharted world, a potential new Earth covered in bugs. You were chosen for a reason. Each of you has unique talents and experiences that make you invaluable pioneers. While your past may have been difficult, Claywood Corporation offers you a chance for redemption and a fresh start. Each order brings you closer to the freedom you long for. Good luck. Yours sincerely, the Claywood Corporation team. Yes. I think it could have been voice acted, but I don't know why I gave it that voice. I just give whatever voice comes natural at that particular moment.
Welcome to Arcadia 7 in the Rapture system. The goal
feels
of
better.
this training is to teach you to effectively acquire and produce goods for our clients. However, we'll begin with something simpler. Arcadia is often bombarded by meteorites, which are rich in resources. You have been equipped with a tool to acquire them. Use it to extract what's most valuable in the meteorite.
Yeah, it's probably after the tutorial we do that. But like I said, I wanted to play the tutorial so that everybody can see it and whatnot. We'll see how good the game plays here. Since we're not playing on the dedicated server, we're going to be all the resource handling is going to be on our own PCs. So should be interesting. We may have to turn stuff down to keep it from audio affecting too much. We'll see what happens. So they have been working on the game, though. I mean, they have been working on it to make it more make it better, optimizing it and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and mine these little nodes. This is how you get rid of these asteroids a lot faster. You get rid of these. This is the first asteroid that everybody hits as well. Everybody that I've ever watched play this game hits this asteroid first. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, it's the first one you come across. There we go. Look at that. We got ourselves a meteor heart. I'm gonna go over to this one. We'll do that in a second. I'm gonna get rid of this one too. Yeah, we'll start off our base here, just as like a beginning base, just to get things up and going. But we'll be building a. This will be probably where our main power is going to be, as well. Okay. Oh, there's one more there. Yeah. Oh, nope, another one there. Yeah, nope. Perfect. We also mine these little things down here to get resources if we want, or we can mine the nodes directly. Now I did both playtests. I did the original playtest, and I also did the multiplayer playtest as well. As well as tomorrow, we'll be playing on the dedicated server once again, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't break this time where we have to start over again. I can't believe we had to start over a second time. And then here we are playing a single player, starting over again with that too. It's just like, we're just all over the place.
Acquired.
But I'd imagine once they get everything sorted, they'll get things going. Which is actually pretty good. I haven't been super far into this game. The playtest, I didn't get all the way to the end of the playtest. This is because, you know, obviously I had a lot of other stuff going on, so. And I think this could be a good alternative to Satisfactory for the moment. Mainly just because, you know, I did pick that up, but it didn't disappear. Just mainly because, you know, it's just like I try to go back to it, and it's just like, I'm still not feeling it right now. I'm kind of demoralized on Satisfactory at the moment. We'll get back to it, though. We'll get back to it, I'm sure. It's kind of like other games that I played where I don't play it for a little while, and I come back to it, so. We've actually done it on Satisfactory before. Okay. So, yeah, let's go ahead and build our base core, I suppose. And you want to be very careful with placing your first base core, because where you place it, you're kind of you need to place it in a decent enough spot that's easily accessible, where you can start building off of it. Like if you build it too low, it's going to be, you know, low, and then you're going to have to build up with stairs and whatnot. So you want to try and build a little bit higher. I usually like to put my base core up a decent amount. So what we can do is, I'm thinking right around here probably is a good spot. Just where it's mostly flat here. But we want to be careful because that cliffside up there is a decent height, so. But we can't go too high either because then the buildings aren't allowed, so. So yeah. And the one thing I do wish they would have done was allowed us free rotation of the first grid. Or of a grid, and then we build off of that local grid rather than, you know, rather than just doing this. Stupid phlegm. You know what would really go great with this? I probably should shut off the music. But I think the Space Engineers soundtrack would probably go good with this game. Yeah, that should be good. I mean, the music in this game is actually not too bad. It's just, it can get loud sometimes, and it's really hard to edit around, so I think what we'll do is we'll just play this soundtrack for that. I think it's okay. Okay, so I want to put it, like I said, decently high. I think roughly this height would be okay, or maybe, yeah, this height would probably be better. Oh, he actually moves this up. Sweet. But yeah, I'm thinking like right up against this rock would probably be okay. It also tells you, the orange outline tells you you won't be able to connect to that with builds. So.
Good work. You'll need building materials to
That's
build
not where I
the
put
rest of
that.
the base. You can create them with the printer in your lander, but gather the necessary components first. Use the harvester to extract them, just like you did with the meteorite.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go up here. This is a decent height. Okay. Find and collect, yeah. So it's going to teach us how to do the building material stuff. So we'll go ahead and collect the titanium ore, which the easiest way to collect this is from the node itself when you're doing manual mining. You want to... There's different purities in this game, just like Satisfactory. Now, it doesn't tell you the purity, but you can always kind of look at it and see. So there's like... I don't think it's impure, normal, and pure like Satisfactory, but it's definitely close to that. We've got the impure here, which is basically, you see how it's all kind of rough. It's really broken. Everything's kind of meh in a way. And if you look up top, you can see this one's a bit cleaner. It's got cracks in it still, but it is a bit cleaner, which this is the better ore. I don't know if the manual mining does any better. We shall see. Let me mine from this. So if I mine from one, I get one. If I mine from that one down there, I still get one. Okay, so the manual mining doesn't really matter. Alright. But you're going to notice on the left, we've got these little dots, basically. And these little dots are multipliers when you're manually mining. So right now we're on multiplier one, which is going to go really slow. Every time that white bar drains, it goes multiplier 2, 3, and so on. And it gets incrementally faster until you get to the max, which is 5. And you can just keep mining and mining and mining.
Of course. As your assistant, I will answer all of your questions.
Why did Claywood send someone with military experience to mine minerals?
The Claywood Corporation spares no expense to ensure its workers are safe during their mission.
I understand that. But wouldn't it make more sense to send someone who's familiar with workplace safety and broad survival skills? My expertise is limited mostly to combat.
We are aware. Mr. Claywood has carefully studied all of your histories. You will have a chance to prove your worth.
Okay. That's why I like the military dude, because he's got some interesting dialogue. Like, that is a great question. Why did they send a military guy out to do this? You know what I mean? This is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know how long this first video is going to be, but as we play more and more, of course, we'll probably settle back into our usual video length. Okay, I'm just going to get myself up to 100 with this as well. But yeah, you just do got to watch your heat, because if you do overheat, you won't be able to use your miner until it is completely done. So like if we overheat it completely like now, you see it's got to go all the way down. And of course you can press it to cancel. There you go. Yeah, and you just completely drain it. That'll get you the most amount. You can also use this miner to defend yourself, of course, against the smaller bugs. Because there is enemies in this game. If you ever played Factorio, this game is kind of similar to that in a way that the bugs do attack you at some point. As well as you can run into them all over the map. And this is definitely a... oh, wait, I wanted to get to 50, not 100. This is definitely a multiplayer style game. So if you've got friends, definitely go for it. This game's actually not that expensive either. As good as it looks, you know, I expected way more out of it. It was good on the devs too. They did day one sale, which was pretty awesome, and they didn't even allow you to purchase this game until it came out. Like, you couldn't pre-order it, so I was actually very surprised by that as well. So it's like, this seems like a decent dev team, you know. They seem pretty down to earth so far. Like, I think a lot of dev teams would definitely have put the game out and then let people purchase the early access version way before it was able to, way before it came out, and then you know, and then and then they wouldn't have done a day one sale or anything like that. So, although more and more are starting to do that these days, which is pretty cool. All right, we'll head back. Another little tip with this game too, you do have a double jump, which the game does not, I don't think the game tells you about, but if you press space to jump, and then if you press space while you're in the air, you get a double jump, which is pretty cool. So just keep that in mind if you're having trouble getting up something. Might have a double jump to go for. Okay, we'll go into the basic printer, and we're just going to tell it to make max.
Now build the habitat that will protect your sleeve from Arcadia's dangers. Remember that your body is also a Claywood corporate investment, so it would be good to create a comfortable place for it.
Yep, definitely gives you satisfactory vibes if you played that game with Ada. And that one, your suit is also property. your person is also property of the corporation too. Which I do think they went for it. They definitely were heavily inspired by Satisfactory story wise, because you know we've got Gal here, which talks a lot like Ada. Sounds similar, you know, that kind of thing. She has that same kind of snarky feel to her. And it's just like, yeah, that's pretty great. I definitely love Ada from Satisfactory, so definitely enjoy it. Yeah. Did I mention this is a factory game? We haven't even got to the factory portion of it yet. Also, do collect everything that you can, because you're definitely going to need it. Okay, so first things first, we're going to grab ourselves a habitat. I'm going to put the habitat on this side of it. And there's a very specific reason for this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the max height with this 3. This is the first basic habitat you unlock, of course. And then we're going to build ourselves an airlock. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the airlock right there.
Now that you have your shelter, build a printer inside it.
Yeah, we'll
way, you will always have it nearby, thus optimizing your work.
We'll get there. I forgot I don't have stairs yet, so I'll have to build a secondary airlock. I'll have to build a second airlock on this side for now, and then there we go. So yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll have to put the airlock on this side until we can unlock stairs. Okay. And then on top of that, we're gonna put the printer inside of here. And since the stairs are going to be on that side, we'll put it here.
Great. Now build a corporate terminal. That will allow you to complete assignments for different companies, which will in turn give you access to new buildings.
And as many people have mentioned before, you could put this thing on the wall, which I would recommend doing because the wall doesn't take up space. But you can also put this on the ceiling if you like. You don't feel like you want a wall. Windows will block you from putting stuff on walls. And they will also block you from putting the machinery, like this machine. You can see this one's like kind of up against the wall there. That will also keep you from putting machines like that. Otherwise, it'll put it right in front. So, depending on what you like. See, normally I put the terminal on this side. Can I still access it if it's like that? Yes, I can. Okay. That'll be for now. And then the training corporation, which they're training us. So yeah, basic platforms. There's our stairs, and then we get a solar generator and the orbital cargo launcher.
The reward was free, but you'll have to work for the next one.
Yeah.
Send us some titanium.
How am I supposed to send what I've gathered back to Earth?
The same way you got here, but in reverse. Look up at the sky. Once you build an orbital cargo launcher, it will send supplies right through that rift. It will cover light years in seconds.
Okay, now we can get rid of that other. Sweet. So you got the stairs pretty early. Now we can go ahead and go up into that. Did they give us anything else? No, they didn't. Okay. So the next thing we're going to want to do is we're definitely going to want to go ahead and put down a platform. I guess this could be like a little bit of a walkthrough. Like I said, I don't know everything about this game. I haven't played a whole heck of a lot of it. But I did do the playtest, did a lot of the playtest stuff, and we're playing the dedicated server and all that stuff. So I got some experience with it. But this would be kind of a walkthrough of basically kind of that little thing. Now, there is one little trick I think a lot of people keep forgetting about, or at least they don't really show it, is when you're putting down platforms, if you hold the left Alt, it will lock it to the nearest platform at the exact height. Now, this, I don't know if it works beyond the first pillar, but I know that it's really nice. The other thing that people don't mention as well is the holding the right click. If you've ever played Satisfactory, you know how you can zoop platforms out from you and place so many at a time. This game is very similar to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hold Alt, and we're just going to do normal pillared ones for now. But I'm going to hold Alt, and then I'm going to hold right click, and then I can let go of Alt. As you can see, I can go ahead and then... Now, it says building is too long. We need to get up there. Once we unlock the drone, that's going to be so much easier. Yeah, as you can see, we can place out our platforms so far. And then while you're still holding right click, you can left click, and then that'll zoop it. Which is really nice. Now, you won't be able to zoop these once we get past that first the first pillar. I always say the first pillar. You see these pillars here in the ground. These are the first pillar. They only go so high. So one of the things I do hope that eventually we get is the ability to automatically build extra pillars underneath those platforms, because it's always really annoying to have to place the pillars manually and then place the platform on top of it. Because once you do manual, then you're stuck with manual on that particular spot. So. But then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and zoop this out. I'm just going to basically just kind of make ourselves some space. And like I said, this could be the first base. It's not going to look too fancy or anything. Yeah, you can see it's not connected to the ground. And that's happening roughly right here. Yeah, see our pillars. These are the max height of the pillars, by the way. Q to cancel. I need to change that. But yeah, you can see that is the max height. You can't go any higher than that with the platforms or the pillared platforms. So past this point, what you would have to do in that case, we don't have them unlocked yet, but what you would do is you would go ahead and place yourself a pillar and then put it in the ground and then put your other thing on top of it. So, but yeah, this is a pretty good start. Nope, can't get up there. That's okay. Alrighty, and like all good factory games, it all starts with a single. There we go. All starts with a single miner. So they want us to place the orbital launcher, the power supply. Select submission. Okay, they want us to do that first. All right, we'll do that first. So we want an electricity generator. Now, you can put this like this. This will overtake the platform, so if you need to remove it, it will leave a hole in your platform. So just keep that in mind. To always place this basically where you want it. But yeah, and then when you go off the platform, that usually goes to the height of the foundation, or to the height of the to the landscape. Let's say I wanted to place it over here. You see that's the height of the landscape, and so on. But when you're placing it, usually, if it's like down here or whatever, if it's in the foundation, again, don't forget the left Alt. We'll bring it up to that same thing. You see it there, it's in the left Alt as well. So then you hit X to align to terrain as well. We'll pull that, but yeah. Now I want to, let's put it over here kind of out of the way. Might place a few of these here. Now these are expensive, so. There we go. Got a couple of solar platforms. Very good. And now you can see all of these are lit up. So these platforms, they carry power, which is really neat. Makes powering things a lot easier because these carry power. Whatever platform is connected to it, or whatever machine is connected to it, will be powered. So if we go ahead and grab ourselves a orbital launcher, which we need more material. Did they give me they did not give me my material yet. That's okay. We can go and mine from here. Don't know how much we're gonna need. And there's 50 of each. It does matter actually, how much ore you get when you're manual mining. The one thing I was like mining and I was just testing it, and it's just like, yeah, if you mine this, you only get the 1 per, but if you mine that stuff up there, you get 2 per. It goes 1 and then 2, and then this one just goes 1 and 1, so pretty nice to know that. Like I said, I'm still learning about this game. Oh, there's still some bugs. Don't worry about that. If you build over a spot where an asteroid drops, it will it'll put dirt on your foundation for a little bit, but it'll eventually go away when you I think when you completely overbuild. You can see like this. There's still some bugs. This is it. This game's in early access, so anyway, let's go ahead and get inside of our little area. Let's go ahead and I'm just gonna make max of this because we're gonna need it anyway. That's another 500 basic building material. Alright. Then we'll go ahead and put in our orbital launcher. Now, the yellow arrows, that is your input. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. And there we go. So every connection transfer, the transfer between buildings, you can connect it with platforms. Buildings can be connected directly or by using additional platforms. Each platform conducts power. Connections work, access multiple elevation levels. Across multiple elevation levels. As long as you see the appropriate indicator, power will be transmitted. I'm going to put down a few of these just so we can go a little bit faster, but yeah, these things work extremely slowly, so definitely keep that in mind as well. Now we can go ahead and select the commission that we want to do, so we'll choose that, and I'm just going to choose this as well. So they want titanium ore. So we got to put titanium ore inside of this miner. And so we can do that one of two ways, of course. We can either manually mine it, which is very easy. Yeah, now if you watch the number on the right, I'll show you that little thing I was talking about. Once we get to max speed here. So see how we're only getting 1 with max speed? Now if we go up here and we mine at max speed, see we get 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And this one's just like 1, 1, 1. It actually mines slower. Okay, that should be enough. I really need to get a pair of stairs over here. A pair of yes, a pair of stairs. Yeah, that's how we get it. That's how we do it. Okay. So we can go ahead and throw in. Let me split this up.
As soon as we get the package, your reputation will increase, which will unlock new schematics for you.
There we go. Reach level 2 in the corporate terminal. Claim rewards in the corporate terminal. Okay, and we can see that progress through here as well.
You've just proven you're useful, which
I am?
means the corporation trusts you a little bit more.
Just a wee bit more.
You've acquired new schematics.
Woo!
Go ahead, claim your reward.
She's so happy about it too. Like, yes, somebody that's finally competent enough. I'm just like, well, a little bit. Okay, there's our ore extractor.
New building schematics for you.
Very nice.
Can you guess what they're for?
Nope.
I assume they are industrial machines, making the mission easier somehow.
And how would they do that?
In any way you decide, you're the one giving orders here. I assume I'll find out in a second.
We'll automate the production process.
I love that the soldier's completely oblivious to how factories work, which makes sense. I'm not saying he's stupid or anything. I'm just saying that makes sense. You know, makes a lot of sense why he wouldn't know that. All he knows is ooh, machine gun and alien go splat. Shoot the alien till it goes kaboom. Okay, reach level 3. So now we can see what it needs based on this. Okay,
Gotcha.
gonna claim that back here. And now if we look at our training program, Oh, they still want ore. Okay. They want 20, I believe. That is what they want. They want 20. See if it does a 1 here. I think it's only worth 1. Yeah, it's only worth 1. Okay, so they want 20. All right. So then I'm going to go ahead and do that manually because I do not want to have to redirect traffic with this game. So when it comes to this game's factory, basically the factory mechanics, this game is not like Satisfactory where as soon as you put down a miner, you give it power, you give it a belt, and it starts exporting the ore directly onto the belt. That's not how this game works. This game actually works in a slightly different way. It works in a sending requesting system. So when a miner is hooked up to basically a belt or a rail, in this case, and it's hooked up to a machine that requests that material, it will then go ahead and send it. And it'll only send it when it needs it. It'll send it until it'll send it at full force until the machine is full. And then once the machine is full, then it'll only send it when it needs it. There's only one problem with this type of system, and with the problem with this type of system, I don't know why I put 20 each. Whatever. We'll just let that go. Sorry, I was not paying attention. It is when you try to redirect traffic flow, you end up with issues, which hopefully they fix in the future, where sending requesting system can change mid-rail if you change where it's going. That is the only issue that I've ever run into. Okay, so now it wants us to build an ore extractor, connect the ore extractor with the rails. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my ore extractor up there on the better one. Come on. I do like the ore extractors in this game. The ore extractors in Satisfactory are tame compared to this thing. Like the way it works and stuff like that. Now, unfortunately, there's only 4 different directions to go, which is locked to the grid. So we're going to put it like this. Every connected element can transfer the power. Connecting buildings with the rails will allow you to transfer the power with resources. You can also use rails as power lines, as well, which is really cool. So I'll show you how that works. As well. Okay, so we can go ahead and grab ourselves a rail line. Oops, not a rail line. I need there we go. Need a rail stand. So the first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up here, and we're going to hit R to rotate. Because I'm next to that platform. Yeah, like right there. Now what you can do is you can click this to place it. You can also right click to change the platform. So if your rail line, let's say I want that rail line exactly lined up with the orbital launcher, right? Can I get up here? Nope. I'm really regretting not having stairs. Okay, we're gonna change that. I am so far been regretting. Oh yeah, right click with stairs will change the way it's facing. So if you want the stairs to go up, you can click it like that. You just can't zoop stairs, which is kind of sad, but that is what it is. Okay. But yeah, you can see that the rail connector is between between two squares, between two platforms. So what we can do, since that's the case, is when we go to put our rail line down, we can go ahead and make sure it's going the right way. Then we can hit right click, and that will go to that, which is really nice as well. Very cool. Go ahead and place it down. Oh, and of course, since this is a survival game, we need to eat and drink. That's why they give you these survival food packs to start off with, so you can get somewhere.
I advise caution. The fruit on Arcadia can alleviate hunger, but putting unknown things into one's mouth is rarely beneficial to the individual. Though, of course, it was beneficial to the development of civilization. Although this fruit is edible, that won't always be the case.
That's true. But however, I was eating the survival food pack you guys gave us.
Tasty.
Delicious. And also, if you look at this, it will tell you how much it gives. So it heals 15 health points. You gain 25 calories or hit points, whatever. You gain 25 calories and 35 hydration, and you can see that here on the left. These go up to 120, by the way. 100 is max for the bar, but it goes up to 120 if you want to go a little bit past that. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. Okay, so the other way to build rail supports, if you want to change the height on your rails, there's two different ways to do that. So obviously the first obvious one to change the height, and it does not matter which, if you're using the single or the quad platform, it doesn't matter. Just so you know there. The first one to change the height is to mouse wheel up, and that will allow you to place that. Now you will probably have to put supports underneath this, but yeah, there's another way to change the height though. If you middle click your scroll wheel, or if you middle click, if you hit your scroll wheel, that will change you into a slightly different mode, which allows you to adjust the height of the actual thing. And that's the max height that goes. It does not go any shorter, unfortunately, but it does go all the way up, as you can see there. And there is the max height from a platform that you can make, which works really nice. Now, if you actually go underneath here, you can actually see there's the platform sticking down through the bottom of it. And you can see this one does not have that. So you can use this method to build the varying height manifolds, or I forget the damn name of them. But, yeah, and see, when I go and remove this, since it replaced the platforms, if I remove that, it is now a hole. It will give you back all the building material though, luckily. Hold Alt. Perfect. Okay. As I was talking about, let's go ahead and put our rail. Now the rails do not go backwards, unfortunately, which is kind of a downside on on my thing, because sometimes I will build my rails backwards because it's just easier to do it that way. And this game does not allow you to do that. So really wish they were all the same height though. If they're on the same platform, be nice. But yeah, you can see I can't place that there, which is unfortunate. I can't start from there and then drag it backwards. That's something they should definitely fix, because there's a lot of times where it's easier just to build it backwards. Like in this case, if I want to put like a platform out here somewhere, then I'd be able to do that. But okay, we'll just go ahead and place that there. Now, as I said, these do transfer power. I don't know how far the rails can go. I don't think I've ever tried to do that. But yeah, you can see we could place platforms when you do it this way, just not the other way. Yeah, that should be good. That's a pretty decently leveled rail. Now, if you actually look on this little platform here, and as I was saying, you can use rail lines to act as power cables to give platforms power. If we go and put a little platform here, you can see it is powered. It is powered by our power there, even though it's only connected with via rails. So that is a really easy way to power bases, like if you're doing modular bases and stuff, which we will do in this game, because this game kind of, I don't know if it necessarily it doesn't really force it, but it does encourage modular style factories. So after a little bit, because your factories can only get so big before you have to either upgrade the core, or before you have to go and build somewhere else. So but yeah, we'll go ahead and put that rail down, and for now, yep, and now we're out of power. You can tell everything's all red, so that means we don't have enough power being generated. So we probably just need an extra solar panel or two. Place a couple of them. Power. These aren't too expensive. The one thing I do want to get is that freaking want to get that freaking drone, because the building in this game without having the drone is pretty annoying, to say the least.
Now that the raw materials are being extracted automatically, you'll have more time to build out your base.
I have a question. Why didn't you install all available building schematics for me from the start? That would speed up my work even more.
All of the machines made available to you during your mission are delicate and extremely expensive. They are also bound by NDAs and patents.
Patents.
None of the companies working with the Claywood Corporation have granted permission to give you everything right away. You need to prove you are worthy of using the more advanced equipment.
But I already signed the NDA.
This will be best explained by the words of Annika Fisher, the CEO of Future Health Solutions, one of our partners. Playing recording.
There's no way I'm giving those degenerates my patents. They don't care about the law or intellectual property. But if it becomes necessary and they actually deserve it, then so be it. Don't quote me on that.
Great work as usual. Now build the analyzer and research some local flora with it.
Okay. Now, as you can see, I hooked up this miner, and you can see the miner is the miner's not sending anything. The miner fills itself up, but it's not sending anything. See, in Satisfactory, this whole entire thing would be completely full and backed up because we're not able to input any more stuff into it. So, because that's not being hooked up, or because that's not being requested, it's not going to send the required material, or it's not going to send the material for it, which is actually, it's kind of nice in some aspects. It's kind of a smarter logistic system. Again, the only problem with it in this game is if you try to redirect that traffic or redirect that system to another factory, you will have major issues until you've cleared out all the requested materials, which is kind of unfortunate. Right, claim the analyzation station, and now we can go ahead and put that down. And we also have windows, by the way, which is really nice. We can cover this in windows. And see, you can't put a window there because of the thing, but that's okay. And then also you can see that the analyzation station is now in the middle of the floor. But if you want it up against the wall, what we can do is we can go ahead and remove the window. And then we can put it up against the wall. I don't know if you can put the window back. No. This side it worked, which I was actually kind of surprised at. I never actually tried it. And now we have the analyzation station. We can go ahead and put our stuff in here. So I'm going to go ahead and expand this. I'm going to split this into one. I'm going to put it in here. Claim the points.
Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves and will appreciate it when you choose them. Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves and will appreciate it when you choose them.
Didn't you just say that? But yeah, so we need enough points to get to level 4, which we need to get to level 4. We are going to need, let's say, 50 points. Okay. So how many points do we have available? We have 15. So we'll have to get to 50. So we can put this in here and then go ahead and claim all that.
Collected.
And then we've got all the data. We got enough. So now we can go ahead and level up.
It's time for the final stage of introductory training. Raw materials aren't very useful to corporations, since they need to produce something with them anyway. Use the buildings you have available and automate the production of the more valuable items.
Why can't they process them themselves? They have factories across the entire solar system.
This will be best explained by a private conversation recorded between two executives at the Griffiths Military Corporation.
So you're telling me all of the tax laws only apply to the solar system?
Bro, the mining tax, the cosmic fees, deductions from extraterrestrial income, the cost of insuring sensitive cargo, legally none of that applies to us. They can't even hit us with tariffs. It's free money, man.
I don't know why I asked.
I'm enjoying that so far. The story's pretty good. I mean, I've heard this all before, so it's still fun though. I still love it. Okay. So now what we got to do is we're going to remove this rail. Okay. You have overloaded the system. It's not connected anymore. I don't know why it's saying that. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab some more ore because we are running low on building material. So we're going to have to collect some more. Actually, we don't have to worry about that too much. Let's see. Do we have enough for... Yeah. I guess I gotta click on those in order to... Yeah, we have the smelter now, but we don't have enough to build it. Okay. Just getting rid of all the little markers. We do not have enough. Okay. So we need to go ahead and mine up some more materials so we can get that going. Now we won't have to mine up the titanium. That's right here because we have a miner that's just full of it. Like I said, the miners will fill themselves up, but it will not go beyond that if you're not requiring it.
Great.
So now we have 100 of that. Let's grab 100 of this, and then we can make our we can make a bunch of more building resource, which will be nice. And I think the good stuff is like right here. I think this is the good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so now that we've got all of our building material, by the way, 100 of both does make 1,000 building material, which is not much. They're like, oh, 1,000, that's a lot. Nope, that's not even, that's barely any. Did we need more power? I don't think we need more power, or at least not right now. The one thing I did want to do is we need to put down a smelter, and you'll see how the smelter works and how it requests materials and stuff like that. So we gotta put this down. I'm gonna put this down on the very edge. There we go. And we got ourselves a smelter. Let's go ahead and connect it with some belts. And again, hopefully they allow us to do this and then connect it that way. And what it'll do is go the correct direction, like Satisfactory. That's just one of those things that definitely needs to be changed. Yeah, you can copy a building, press the Z button when you're looking at the building. So you press Z and you get it's kind of like the Satisfactory middle click, where you press you press Z and it copies whatever you're looking at. So yeah, give me a platform. I guess you have to be close enough. It's not that far. Do I got this going the right way? I do. Why is that? What the? I think I bugged it out. That was weird. Okay. Let's go ahead and connect that. Okay, so now that we've got that connected, now what we're going to do is, what do we need? Need to figure out what we need first. This rail stand doesn't have to be here. It's just there. All right. Okay.
Nice.
So they want titanium bars.
End of our training. Please answer the following questions.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how anxious does being incinerated alive make you feel?
Very.
I can think of worse ways to go. 6.
Understood.
Hmm.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you of arachnids about 1 meter in diameter?
These questions are starting to worry me.
There's no need. Questions never killed anyone.
Not even going to comment on that one. All right. So then they want titanium bars, which were hooked up to titanium. And see, even though it's hooked up to the machine, it's not sending any ore down. But as soon as I click this, now you're going to notice you can see this timer right here, or this description. It doesn't explain this very well, but this is basically, if you think of Satisfactory, you think of like the middle part of the UI, I'm forgetting the name of it. But basically it tells you how much it makes and stuff like that. So this this particular smelter, it makes 2 and it takes 2 seconds to make 2. So it takes 2 seconds and it'll make 2. So it makes 1 a second essentially. But yeah, if you take that, it takes 2 seconds to make 2. Now if we go up to our miner here, I believe our miner will tell us. Yeah, and see this one, every 2 seconds it puts out 4. So yeah, since that's the math right there, what we can do is, since it sends out 4 every 2 seconds, and you can actually see it's extracting from this. Yeah, that we can put 2 smelters to per miner. Is that the same case on this? I actually needed to test this because these ores didn't exist until the release of the game. So yeah, see this one, it depends on the ore. Now this one takes 2 seconds and it makes 2. So this one will go to 1 miner, and that one up there will go to 2, which is actually pretty nice. So we can go ahead and split that at some point, and then we can be at 100% efficiency thing. That's what I was thinking of. So let's go ahead and choose the titanium bar. And now when we look at it now, it is sending. Now you can see it's sending a full line up to the machine because it's got to fill the machine first. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. And then let's go ahead and take that and I'll put that in the machine before the stuff gets down here. Quick. Get rid of this. Okay. Now, also the machine is the same way, which the machine will only send the material out if it requests it. So once this, whatever you call it, this orbital launcher is full, it will then stop sending it and only send it when it launches. Now the other thing to note about these launchers, if you actually look inside the launcher here, I believe it sends 1 every 6 seconds, I believe is the efficiency. This one doesn't say, but I believe we counted it as 6 seconds. I can't see it on here, but this one launches every, I think that we measured it every 6 seconds. So 1 smelter in this current progression, 1 smelter could feed, let's see, if it takes 6 seconds to launch 1, that's 12 seconds to launch 2, or you basically double it. So then, yeah, you could, so 12 smelters per 1, or no, sorry, 6 smelters per, or sorry, 6 smelters, sorry, 6 launchers per smelter. Wow. The math is great. And now you can see it's sending it in 2s, because every time this makes, it takes 2. So as you can see, 72 and 72, and it takes 1 to make 2, I believe is the, but yeah, you can see the current efficiency is 100%. So current heat, current cooling. So yeah, once this fills up, okay, that is now full, and now it's going to stop here in a minute. That you can see now the belt is going, or the rail is going to be empty. So that's how basically how the push-pull system, their sending and requesting system, how it works. I shouldn't say push-pull. That doesn't make any sense. How that requesting system does work. So now that it's 100% efficiency, we can go ahead and click on this, claim the reward. Your basic trading on Arcadia 7 is over, but it's only the beginning of your sentence. Collect resources, optimize production, defend your base, and try to survive. Other players can now join your game. StarRupture is an early access game, and some elements are still a work in progress. I would say a lot of elements are probably still a work in progress. Expect more content and improvements in future updates. If you encounter any issues with the game, let us know via our official email address. Support at creepyjaw.com. Hashtag not sponsored. You gotta say that. Please join our community to share your thoughts and suggestions at the Discord. You can join the Discord as well. And thank you for your purchase and have a nice sentence.
Great job. This is the end of your introductory training. But remember that Arcadia 7 is a dangerous place, and a person will spend their entire life, or lives rather, learning from it. Stay alert, gather information, and don't worry. I'm always by your side, watching your every move.
Is that a threat?
It's for your own safety. I will now remove the introductory training restrictions. Location barrier disabled. Sedative injector disconnected. Communications channel active. Awakening other crew members ready. The Claywood Corporation hopes you will have a wonderful adventure and quickly pay off your debt. Good luck.
Cuts off.
Testing comms. Testing,
Oh no.
testing.
It's the engineer.
What was that?
Oh, don't worry. It's only PO212, one of your colleagues. You're connected via audio, even when they're not currently active.
When they're not active?
The human brain can't go on for too long without stimulation. When sleeves are sleeping in the regeneration chamber, they get a constant audio and video feed of everything you do. They can also communicate with you. You'll also get this opportunity.
Everything I do?
Relax. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
What are we doing that he says that? Alright, so that gives it makes sense to be able to have the other voice actors actually have voice lines in a solo game. So I appreciate that. That you still get the story even though you're not playing multiplayer. That's pretty cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put ladders so we can go up to the top floor up here. And then we're going to go ahead and put our viewports. All the way around. And there's a very specific reason I'm doing this. I'm going to leave that one by itself because I don't think we have... Yeah, we don't have that. Nope. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we don't have that just yet, but that's okay. But yeah, when we have the rupture happen, we can come up here and watch it. That's pretty much the reason. Okay. So now we are finally able to go ahead and work on any of these corporations. And I do agree with some people's opinions that, whoops. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one then. Eventually I'm probably going to get rid of almost all the windows in this area. These ones I really wish they were a little more obvious as to which ones they do. It's not as obvious to me. Unlike Satisfactory. Maybe I just need to get used to it. But yeah, you can see we've got all the different corporations on here. But I do agree with some people's opinion that I think that going for one corporation could possibly piss off another corporation. I definitely am on board with that. But not make it like super like restrictive or anything like that. Like you can still get everything. It just like if you go for this one, that pisses off this one a little bit, so then you kind of have to build rapport again with this one before you can start unlocking things again, which would kind of add to the story, but that's okay. I still like it. I like the way it is as well. It's not too bad. But yeah, we can go ahead and go out here. Now we do need to pick someone to try and go for. We can click on any of these and we can see what they want. You can see the current recipes. They want wolfram, they want titanium, wolfram, titanium, wolfram. Okay. That is pretty much what they want specifically. They want the bars, so we need to use the smelters to unlock stuff. Now the one thing I do want to unlock is the capsule. We can actually see which rewards we want to go for as well. So Future Health Solutions will give us the regeneration chamber, which I do want to go for. And like I said, as we have the supporter pack, you can see we've got all this extra stuff. We did get some extra building material. We've got the supporter introductory data, which is basic survival instructions. You just use this inside the analyzation station, and they're worth 2,000 points each, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we can get 10,000 points right away. And this is just basically our research. And then we can go over here. And we can click on any one of these. And we can go ahead and ram through our research. So if we really wanted this, you can see that costs 200 points. I'm going to go ahead and level this up.
Great work. Future Health Solutions is now receiving all requested items. New rewards and tasks are waiting for you in the terminal.
Yeah, and we can go ahead and claim that regeneration chamber. So that's basically, it's kind of like Satisfactory, where you put, where you kind of ran through your technology to unlock other stuff, and you basically buy stuff from the awesome shop in order to ram through
101.
research.
You look like you're a magnet for trouble.
I won't pretend I'm a saint. I've helped smuggle this and that in my time for those in need.
People like you don't understand order. You just cause more problems for everyone else.
And you always followed orders and ended up in the exact same place as I did. I'd rather not follow anyone and be free.
You know nothing about me.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're going to talk a lot. Am I going to get the dialogue for that? Oh, sad. Damn, I kind of skipped that dialogue. I actually wanted to hear that. Sad. There's a dialogue where you put the regeneration chamber down, and she talks about how, you know, how you can die and stuff like that. It's actually kind of funny. That's okay. I think this up here might be our storage room for now, because we do need to put some storage away. So, what I do appreciate about this game as well is the personal storage boxes snap to the wall. If I can find them over here. Oh, we don't have them unlocked yet. Duh. We can go over here. That's the fabricator. Oh, that's guns. I don't want to level that up yet. Recipe station map. Clever robotics. This will get us the...
Congratulations. Clever Robotics has received its order. A reward for fulfilling the order is waiting for you in the terminal.
Yeah, and normally you would need to get that going. Which, I mean, it's only like it's smelted bars, so it's not like I'm skipping too much. I want some storage boxes, okay? Yeah, you can see you can place 3 of them. They do cost 60 though. So I'll place like 3 of them along here. Now what's really cool is you can go ahead and hit E on these, and you can click this little thing up here, and you can go ahead and name it. So like, for instance, we can name this one War Bonds. And then we can go ahead and put our war bonds safely in the box. You can put anything you like in there. That's just a way to name the system. Looks like they made the name smaller, which is actually quite nice. We'll name this one Quartz. And I'm going to put my quartz in there so I don't have to carry it around. We'll name this one Building Material. I'm going to put my advanced building material in here, or intermediate building material, because we don't have a place for that yet. And then let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, that's right, we can do this. There it goes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and name this one LEMs. Which these are basically our upgrades to our character, but we don't have a station yet. So I'm going to put those away. And then... Oops, I keep forgetting I can do this, of course. Put a couple more down. This one I'm going to name... Oops. Well, name that foods. Sure. So we can put like these in here, which these ones are really good. I mean, look how good those are. And they reduce toxicity too if you have it, and it doubles stamina regeneration. So I'm going to put those away. And this one can be raw plants. So we can put like our stuff like this in there. And this one can be
Dehydrated.
yeah. We put hearts on that one. We put our meteor hearts in there. Then we can just do 3 more. Is it 3 or 4? No, it's 4. It is 4. Okay. I don't know why it brings up the menu sometimes when I do that. Very strange.
They're part of the world we live in and are inextricably connected to it. We wouldn't exist without beetles or flowers.
We wouldn't exist without fundamental forces. Beetles and flowers can be easily replaced with automated systems. You can't replace electromagnetism.
You'd really want to live in a world without plants?
I wouldn't mind it.
What? That's the scientist talking to the botanist. Funny. We got calcium, and then we've got helium. So now we can put away like helium, calcium if we don't need it. And then that is our inventory completely cleared out. Very nice. Okay, what else do we want to kind of force? I kind of wanted to get the fabricator.
Excellent work.
Let's level that up.
The Selenian Corporation thanks you for your shipment. Your rewards are waiting in the corporate terminal.
Sweet. And there's a very specific reason that I wanted the that. Actually, I'm gonna want the storage too, aren't I? I got enough points I can ram through a little bit. Kind of speed up our production. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it? No, it's definitely not that one. Is it moon? That'll get us the recipe station if we do that, and that'll also get us the map. I actually might do these two here.
Delivered. The Moon Energy Corporation thanks you for your shipment. You can claim your reward in the corporate terminal.
Okay. Recipe station.
Congratulations. You can now unlock new functionality for your buildings at the recipe station.
But the buildings can already do these things. Why would we need to unlock anything?
Arcadia 7 is a very particular place, full of specific resources and requirements. The building's programming needs to be updated as these requirements change, to avoid unnecessarily clogging up memory as well as transfer fees.
It's the Claywood Corporation that determines the cost of transfer. You could lower the price and everything would go smoother. It's the Claywood Corporation that determines the cost of transfer.
Yes.
You could lower the price and everything would go smoother.
I'll respond with one of Mr. Claywood's favorite sayings. This is exactly why you're not the richest person in the world.
I love it. So funny. Oh, clever robotics. That's the one we want to level up. Oh, I want to level up again.
Clever Robotics cares about you, and so they have another reward waiting for you in the terminal. They also ask that you keep an eye out for old model drones lost on Arcadia. They might contain useful items.
Yes. And the other thing I'm going to go ahead and ram through is I'm going to ram through the drone, which costs 6,400 points. But it is, well, do I want the map too? Yeah, this is worth it.
Shipment has arrived. Clever Robotics is pleased with the quality of your work. There are rewards waiting for you in the terminal that should help optimize how you work.
Yes. Now we have the building drone. So the building drone is very useful. I wanted it. And then we wanted the map. Okay, so this one wants calcium ore. I won't put my points on then. That's fine. But yeah, I definitely wanted the building drone because the building drone makes building in this game just a breeze comparatively to what you're trying to do with that. So we'll definitely have to rearrange and stuff like that too. But yeah, like I said, I did want... let me take a look at this. Still getting used to this game. Basic printer. Okay. And we can... Oh, should we insert at points? What's the intermediate?
Dehydrated.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine. But yeah, I wanted to unlock the... Yeah, we'll feed you.
Delicious.
Survival level up. But yeah, I want to make myself a assembler here. I might put out my platforms a little further. It's colliding with something. Okay. Oh, it's probably that. Let's get rid of that. I think it's that. I actually don't know. But yeah, we'll get ourselves a little bit more platform. It's not connected with the ground. Which is really weird. It's only a small little piece of it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we want to set up making building material over here. So let's get down our assembler. Or fabricator, sorry. Let's get down our fabricator. Now this one has 2 inputs, if I remember correctly. Or is it the one? Is it this one? Is this the one I need? Yes. This has 2 inputs. And then we can choose it to make basic building material. It's locked. Okay, why it's locked. Let's go figure out why it's locked. Oh, gotta level up on movement. Those things weren't appearing during the dedicated server, which is interesting. Okay, so fabricator. Yeah, insert the 100, insert the points, and then we need a meteor heart.
You were a soldier?
That's right.
Then I have a question. How can you sleep knowing everything you had to do in the name of the IRO?
I don't sleep too well. But not because of the orders I carried out, but because of the ones I didn't.
What?
So even after your sentencing, you're still on their side?
No. I'm on our side. All of us. The side of peace.
We are not going to be friends.
The dialogue is pretty good, though. I don't know. I'm a bit of a story person, so I definitely enjoy when you have story like this. It's always a good time. Okay, so now we can choose the basic building material. Okay, so then what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to delete that, and we might even delete this as well. And then I want one of these, the rail connector. Okay, we should be able to... Something like that. Well, yeah, we'll get it lined up. I think that's roughly the same height. Of course, we can hit C and get the drone out. And that will allow us to fly way up into the air. Okay, I think that's good. Oops. Still getting used to everything. Also means I can fly way over here. Connect. Then we can connect that if we like. I'm gonna go ahead and connect this. And then I need to grab myself a miner. Put that there. And then rail. Connect it there. So now we have the ore going in, connecting to both of those, and we're out of power. Okay. I also need to get some more building material because I kind of spent mine, so I'm gonna remove this. That way we can get some building material back, and then we can go ahead and place. Actually, that should cover the power. Yeah. Okay. I'll place one of these down. And I want it to be in the center. Just like that. Oh, really? We're out of power? Damn. These things are... Yeah, they... These things do not give very much, do they? That freaking queue to cancel is driving me bonkers. I have 16. Okay, yeah, I don't have very much. Okay, can I make some? I do not have any ore. Well, the cool thing is a bunch of ore just got sent. I don't think it's in the machine. There's a bit.
Use that.
There's a bit in the machine, but take what's on this belt. I don't need very much. I just need enough to be able to put down one more of those. Or I can get rid of this, I suppose. There you go. That solved the power and allows us to have more building material. But yeah, we are definitely on the edge of our power, so... I already forgot I had the building drone. Not quite enough. Okay. It should at least covers power for a minute. But basically what this is going to do is this is going to build us building material and then put it inside this little storage box here and allow us to have more building material. And that thing can just go, I believe they stack up to 1,000, so this will be able to hold 4,000, which is really nice. And we'll be able to very easily do that. We'll easily make that happen. But unfortunately, I think we've went on for long enough on this particular episode, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. Now that we got the tutorial done and we got a little bit of factory going for building material. So perpetually, you know, making it happen for us. Everything is working pretty good at the moment. So we'll continue this next time, which will be next week. So yeah, we'll play this once a week, kind of like all the other games we're playing and whatnot, and continue onwards from there. I know we didn't get much done in this episode, but we had to do the tutorial and whatnot, and I am quite happy though that we're getting a start on this, because I've been kind of getting back into the feeling of factory games and stuff like that. So after a little bit of a hiatus from our satisfactory build, because our satisfactory playthrough, that's still gonna happen. We're still gonna get back to that. I just don't know when, because I did kind of get burnt out on it. So it is nice too, though, to jump into a factory game again and get some factory stuff going. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm enjoying this game so far. There's not a whole lot to it, but we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully they continue to add stuff, and we'll play it as they add stuff. So it should be good. But like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I'd like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see on your screen right now. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.